In this video, we're going to go over every single remembrance for the scholar. I'm going to tell you where to go, what to do, rewards you're going to get, and everything you're going to need to know. So without further ado, let's jump right into all these remembrances. First and foremost, you are going to need to beat Tricephalos in order for any of these new character remembrance to be available. So once you do that, head back to Round Table Hold from your Tricephalos expedition and go ahead and start your remembrance for the scholar. Your remembrance is going to start with a scholar in the exact same room where you unlocked him at the beginning of the DLC. You're going to walk up to the table and you need to analyze this scrap of paper that reads tier. Go ahead and follow those prompts and a ghost will appear giving you a few words of information. Once you've completed all the dialogue and information at the desk, you will receive a personal objective and have an exclamation on your map to do an expedition. Once inside the expedition, you'll make your way to the marking on your map where you're going to receive the Vassal's Journal in one of the new castles that is in Nightreign. From there, your objective will be completed for this expedition and you can go ahead and continue the expedition. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. Upon your return to Round Table Hold, check your map and there's going to be an exclamation point in the bottom left in the original room where we started. Once there, you're going to make your way to where we're going to find Undertaker licking the knight off of the wall. Exhaust all of her dialogue, and then make your way over to the beginning of the room where you're going to then see Iron Menial. Go ahead and read his prompt, the screen will go black, and then you can make your way back to the journal that was originally on the desk that you started out with. Go ahead and follow the prompts on the journal, go through all of the dialogue, and then once again, you will be prompted to go back to the Undertaker. Talk to the Undertaker and she's going to thank you for what you did, exhaust all of her dialogue, and then your remembrance will be complete and you can exit. Upon leaving your remembrance, you are going to be rewarded with the Scholar's Chalice. Now, if your next remembrance doesn't show up, go ahead and kill any Night Lord you wish, and then it should show up for you. However, there is a possibility that you can begin your remembrance right away after you get the Scholar's Chalice. So for this particular remembrance, you are going to have to make your way to the small jar merchant in the next room. You want to ask to be shown the Great Hollow, and he's going to write something down on his pad, and then the screen will go black. Now, once the screen comes back, you're going to be located in a castle in the Forsaken Hollow. You're going to need to fight your way up the stairs and through all the enemies until you get to this location by one of the balconies where you can jump on the giant crystal in the middle of the room. Once you jump on the crystal, make your way up to the rafters, being careful not to fall off. And on the left side, you're going to see a hole in the brick wall, and there's going to be a door that you can't access yet. After you've figured out you can't access the door, you're going to run back down and there's going to be a boss, a godskin noble that spawns right underneath you from the rafters. You're going to need to take that boss out in order to get your objective updated. Once the invader has been vanquished, make your way back up to the room again where the door will be open and you can find a chrysalis with a knight in it. Go ahead and interact and then the screen will go black, and you will come back to in Round Table Hold with your remembrance completed. And you will also receive the cleansing tier. Now, in order for you to have access to the scholar's next remembrance, you are going to have to kill the balancers. They are absolutely insane to fight, so if you're doing it with randoms, definitely lot off a few hours of time. However, once you do get them down, you return to your journal in Round Table Hold, and this will allow you to activate the scholar's next remembrance. However, before activation, after the balancer fight, you are going to come back to Round Table Hold where the Undertaker is going to be there. You can go ahead and exhaust all of her dialogue, and then after that, make your way over to the journal where you can start the next remembrance. Upon entering your remembrance, you're going to make your way back to your desk where you are going to be prompted to read something. Go ahead and follow the prompt, and then after that, make your way over to the Undertaker and exhaust all of her dialogue. You're going to thank her for the rescue, and then also she is going to give you the returned leather case. After you're finished speaking with her, you can make your way to the mirror where you'll have 2 skins unlocked for you. Following this unlock, you'll make your way back to your desk and you'll be able to interact with a few ghosts. Follow all the prompts that it gives you, and at which point you're going to have the ability to fight the Dreg Lord in Round Table Hold. Activate the Dreg Lord, and then you will need to defeat him in order for you to complete this remembrance. Now, I'm not going to spoil any Dreg Lord footage here, so you'll just have to figure him out as you enter it. But upon his defeat, you will receive the headband of the Golden Ones and make your way back to Round Table Hold, where you will then need to go back and interact with the Undertaker. You can exhaust all of her dialogue and give her a copy of your research, and then follow all the prompts that she gives. From this, you can head back to your desk and interact, and it will bring you back into the real world. You will then receive your Remembrance skin, as well as your final Remembrance being completed, and upon exit, you will receive your note, "My dear successor." This is going to conclude all of the Scholar's Remembrances. And guys, that is going to be it for every single one of the Scholar's Remembrances, getting all of his relics, as well as unlocking his Remembrance skin. So without further ado, I try to keep this one short and sweet, just to make sure that everything was in there that you needed to know without a long drawn out video that was too long. But if you guys enjoyed the content, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification in order to see more content. I am working on the Undertaker's Remembrances currently, so that should be out within the next day or so, whenever I can beat the balancers. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching until the end of the video, and until next time, guys, stay safe, enjoy the game, and I'll see you in the next one.